Hi everyone, welcome back to our weekly photo challenge. We are now doing the critique. And just a reminder, if you guys have not registered on pitprogram.com, please go ahead and do so. We are new, we are fresh, but we are adding content on a regular basis and hopefully adding some new tutorials from other instructors soon. These tutorials are free if you're a member to watch live, or you can purchase them after the fact when they're recorded. So that's pitprogram.com. Go ahead and register now. You can just click right here. And that's also where you can get certified to be a professional photographer. If you guys have questions about that, you can reach out to me personally, or you can go to the website to answer your questions. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook. That's where we post a lot of our content first. So be sure to upload your photos from the weekly challenge, as well as interact with us on Facebook there. So let's go ahead and pull up the first photo. So to remind you, the theme was sound, and this is what we have here. So a little bit of artistic edits to this photo. The light is, harsh in the sense that it's not harsh, but I would say a hard light. For you guys that do not know, hard light means that, when you hit someone with hard light, you see defined shadows, which, as you can see on the nose and the cable from the headphones here, that those are very defined shadows. So whatever the light source was, whether it was off-camera flash, which probably what it was, or any other source of light, it was a very small source of light and very and undiffused, meaning nothing was in front of it to diffuse the light. So here we can see, it's a little bit brighter than maybe normal. You can even see a little bit of nose hair there. So definitely very detailed, sharp image. Looks like a lot of post sharpening, so meaning when you log into Photoshop or something like that and doing a lot of post to sharpen the image and really sharpen the edges. That could be sharpening or clarity. Increasing clarity and sharpness will give you that kind of effect. You can see like the sharpness in the hair and all that kind of stuff too. So in terms of the theme, obviously sound. This guy's probably singing or karaokeing, and he's got some Beats headphones on there, which from what I hear are some of the nicest headphones on the market, so he's probably blasting out. We can see here that the background had some artistic edits done to it, so it looks like the background, the original background was removed. You can tell by, it's actually pretty decently done, but you can tell by those sharp edges on the head that usually something was done in post. So this could have been a custom background made, or a something that's a pattern that was made in Photoshop. So reasons for doing something like that is if you just have a boring, plain background, you can get rid of it. This kind of looks like a wall texture, kind of a type of look to it. But what makes it interesting is the fact that they took the time to make that effect and get that effect, because I personally think it probably made the photo better because it makes us focus just on him and his reaction and his karaokeing face. Maybe seeing a journey, hold on to that feeling, or street lights. Sorry, but yeah, so it looks like a fun photo, and I think by changing the background, some people argue that's cheating or that's Photoshop work, but that's totally acceptable. If that's your style, that's what you tend to do, then that's totally okay. So I like it, and gets the feeling of sound from here. We didn't have a lot of photos in this weekly challenge, so this one's mine, and that's the end of them. So this one, I was just having some fun. I wanted to make sure to submit a photo for this week, and Rob, our commercial photographer in-house, was shooting these guys' products, so we have like a ton of these speakers all around, and I wanted to kind of make fun of the fact that it's so small, but could be so loud, so I had it plugged into my phone and was playing it, and it was so loud, I was freaking out type thing, but it's just something fun to mess around with, showing the contrast of something so small causing such loud noise to where it's ear-piercing. But, for this technique, someone asked, how did I get such a shallow depth of field when using the, I was shooting at f11 here because it was in studio lights. And how is my background so shallow? It's mainly because I was shooting at 200 millimeters, so I was really zoomed in. So I was really, really close to the foreground, and I was further away. So by shooting at 200 millimeters, it makes it more difficult to focus on the background, so you get a shallower depth of field, typically, like we did here. And it also kind of compresses the background, so it makes it look like I'm much closer than I actually am. So it's kind of a fun technique that I like using every now and then to experiment with and to show the understanding of technicals and knowing what your camera can and cannot do and your equipment and everything. Kind of just makes for fun photos. So yeah, this was just shot in the studio. It took me about 5 minutes to set it all up and shoot it. So yeah, that's pretty much a critique for this week. I would love for you guys to get this kind of attention and get your photos critiqued on a regular basis. So be sure to submit your photos every single week. This week's theme is light. So pretty much anything in relation to light. It could be a picture of the sun. It could be a picture of a lamp doing something crazy. It could be harsh light source or soft light source. It doesn't really matter. It really can be anything because it's light, and photography means direct light, so it makes sense. So pick a photo and submit it by Sunday at midnight, and hopefully we'll see you guys' photos and get you guys' photos critiqued and learn how you can improve them and make them better. Thanks, guys.